Finally, the Football World Cup is here. Although Ireland unfortunately haven't qualified, England certainly did and got off to a roaring start this week. This has probably been the most controversial World Cup for a number of reasons, including the estimated $220 billion Qatar have spent over the course of the last number of years, which has made it the most expensive World Cup. When you compare it to other tournaments in Russia and Brazil, which only cost $15 billion, there are clearly lessons to be learned here. But are there any investment lessons? I'm joined by Baylee today to find out more. Baylee, let's start with, how do FIFA actually make their money?
Well, there are always lessons that we can use in the industry. But FIFA is a non-profit organisation, so it invests most of its income back into the development of the game. FIFA actually makes its money through marketing and the sales of television and licensing rights. FIFA have earned record revenues in the 4 years of commercial deals in the run-up to the World Cup in Qatar, and that's generated revenues of $7.5 billion, which is about $1 billion more than what they earned in the 4-year run-up to the World Cup in Russia. Commercial deals really focus around TV rights and sponsorship deals, with their expenses kept low because infrastructure costs, like the cost that you've just mentioned for Qatar, are left to the home nations, and Qatar have built 7 new stadiums. It's interesting that in the 2026 World Cup, FIFA are increasing the number of teams in the competition from 32 up to 48. And that's going to be another way of increasing their market exposure and therefore increasing revenue, set to hit $10 billion in 2026.
Yeah, that's incredible. Lots of information there. I love stats. We honestly could have done a full episode on stats around the World Cup. But some of the numbers you mentioned are just extraordinary. So you're kind of saying that the only real costs that FIFA have are kind of paying local organising committees and paying out prize money to winning nations, which in fact, I think for the winning team is around $40 million. None of this touches the cost of infrastructure. So in other words, players can get income from their national teams and from prize money. Is that it?
Well, many footballers are cashing in on the social media phenomenon and therefore diversifying their revenue streams. Ronaldo now has over 500 million Instagram followers, making him the most followed individual on the platform. Kylie Jenner comes in second, and then another footballer, Lionel Messi, comes in at number 3. And this absolutely huge platform can be effectively used for advertisements, promotions, and product placement. So no one else has more followers than him, and his posts are monetized at a whopping $2.5 million per post. It's all about the engagement, and his post this week for Louis Vuitton got over 36 million likes. So even if he retires over the next few years, he'll still have that other revenue stream.
That's quite funny. It looks like he may be retiring a little sooner than he thought. So maybe these new revenue streams will help out. So this all sounds like diversification might be the investment lesson to learn here.
Yeah, I agree. There might be enough of a case for diversification, but also protecting from tail risk events like Saudi Arabia beating Argentina and Japan beating Germany. But Peter, the key question, now we've had some insight and we've seen a lot of teams play, who do you think is going to win the World Cup? For me, I'd love to say England, but I think I'm going to have to put my money on Brazil.
So, okay. So I think England are obviously in with a chance. Brazil, bookies' favourite. France always up there, having won in Russia in 2018. But for me, my affinity, I'm going for Spain. And they've started off really well. Wednesday night, 7-0 win. So looks good for that. Baylee, thanks so much for your time today. Always a pleasure and always so insightful. I need to go and get myself some more followers on LinkedIn so I can earn 2.5 million by posting this. The investment message we take from today is all around diversification of revenue streams, is as important in football as it is in multi-asset funds. Baylee, thank you very much. And we'll be back again next week with a topic that's caught our eye.